Welcome. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Glad to have each and every one of you with us. It is a beautiful Monday, and however you spent the weekend, I hope you spent it safely and well and more fun than not. If you had fun, let us know on social media. Again, you can follow us on We've got Periscope TV, we got LinkedIn, we've got YouTube TV. However you are tuning in, I'm bringing it up right here so you guys can all see it. And if you're tuning in on your radio and or Alexa device and just listening to us, we appreciate you as well. Just say, Alexa, I want to listen to KMET 1490 AM. If you forget to do that, I don't know how many of you have Alexa, but it's a pretty cool thing to have, especially in your home as well. But so you bring it up like that, and then you have the chat room, and then you get to chat with everybody else. And so we have a fun-filled show with sometimes information that we learn from the majority of you as well. So very important. We got Mr. Jesse Sanchez over there. How was your weekend, Jesse?
I had a good weekend, nice, relaxing. It was so hot this weekend. I don't know where it was when you were.
Yeah, it was okay here. Yeah,
it was hundreds where I was.
So. Oh yeah, no, that's misery. No, I think here it was like 89.
Oh, okay. See, I could have lived with that. We were in the hundreds.
Yeah, I don't like anything over 98, to be honest. But it is what it is. Although today is National Coloring Book Day, National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. Ho 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 ho! And that's the one thing that makes any hot day better, right? Like, what's your favorite cold anything served fresh? I did have a Slurpee, I think on Friday. Cherry. I had cherry and it was so delicious. I might go back and get like pina colada or maybe a little Coke. I'm not sure. I'm debating. But my point is this. What is that good thing that you just go, oh my God, no matter how hot it is, there's just that one cold treat that just makes it all worth it?
I like snow cones. That's my go-to treat. I love snow cones.
What flavors?
Anything that's red or blue. I'm still a kid. I have no idea what flavors there are. So anything that's red or blue.
I get it. I can understand that. All right. Let's see. Social media is kicking it up there. Viviana saying, good morning, everyone. Have an amazing August. That's right. It's August already. Can't believe it. 2021. Who knew we would make it this far? And again, we appreciate each and every one of you. A lot of news. Not all good, unfortunately, and sad. Some of these numbers that we're looking at right now. One of the top stories in Louisiana, not good, by the way, and one of which I feel is something we need to kind of highlight because no matter where you're at and how you're treating this all, again, these type of numbers you start seeing, you go, okay, well, what do we do to prepare? Right now, at least one patient checked in every hour at a Louisiana hospital. Okay, that's one patient every hour, at least. What the standard is, I have no idea. This is one of 45 hospitals across Louisiana requesting extra staff. So, the U.S. is facing a surge right now as the more contagious Delta variant spreads. More than 613,000 Americans have already died from COVID-19, and over 4.2 million people have died worldwide, according to real-time data. 4.2 million people. That crept up on us pretty quick. Did you know that was the latest math around the world?
No, I did not. I did not know the numbers were up that high. But wow, that is pretty sad.
Yeah, especially considering last year we had 4.2 million people alive. Like, all due to coronavirus around the world. That's a lot of people. That's not including the ones that would already get sick from anything else, right? The average total numbers, 4.2 million people worldwide, according to real-time data compiled by the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. And just here in the U.S., 613,000 Americans?
That's a lot. That's how many passed away in our country?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 613,000. 58.1% of Americans ages 12 and up are fully vaccinated against COVID-19, according to data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. CDC last week cited new science on the transmissibility of the Delta variant, changed their mask guidance to now recommend everyone in areas with substantial or high levels of transmission, vaccinated or not. Didn't I talk about this Friday where they were saying if you weren't to not, and now they're saying, no, do it. I told you, you just got to use your reason. These guys flip-flop more than anything. And I go, you're the CDC. Why would you do this? Wear a face covering in public indoor settings. Oh, now they want it in public and indoor settings. Wow. Wow. So here's the deal. At Our Lady of the Lake Hospital in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, okay, the hospital said Monday it has 301 COVID-19 patients and 50, well, those are unvaccinated, and 52, this is important to note, vaccinated COVID-19 patients. How many times have we said, Jesse? I feel like beating a dead horse, literally, that even if you're vaccinated, you still can get COVID.
Do people still think they're immune if they get the vaccine?
It's obviously a thing, yeah. Our Lady of the Hospital, Lake Hospital, is among 45 hospitals requesting extra staff. Louisiana is recording a remarkable increase in the number of newly vaccinated people. That's according to White House COVID-19 data director Cyrus Shapar, who tweeted it Monday. So now, masks are recommended indoors for the vaccine. That's according to New York City Mayor. Indoor settings in New York City, even for those who are vaccinated. The mayor announced that all new city hires must be vaccinated. De Blasio noted that this week is the last week to get all children ages 12 and above fully vaccinated by the first week of school. I think they're going to shut down school by the time it starts. I think we're in the beginning stages of this. I had a conversation with somebody who said, do you think we're going to go on to another lockdown? I said, well, here's the deal. The Delta variant, which they're not talking about, has like cold-like symptoms. Now, you recently had a cold, right? But you're fine.
Yes, I did have a cold. Lasted around a week.
All right. But how do you know it's a regular cold from COVID-19?
Yeah, putting that thought in my head, I really don't want that thought in my head. I thought about that too.
Yeah. But you were more careful than not, right? And for others though, when is it just a regular cold, and then when is it this? So some are like, well, I'm not feeling flu-like. That's the problem with this Delta variant. It's so like unassuming that you think you just have a cold, and then you have COVID-19, which is the Delta variant, or the one that we saw pop up in India. We have to keep saying that, because if you don't say that, you don't understand the gravity of this, and you go, well, isn't this just regular COVID-19? For those that do not follow the news, for example, Tokyo. There are 21. Tokyo COVID-19 cases are up 200% in 1 week. And they shut down the Olympics from public viewing. Imagine if they would have not done that, Jesse. There are 2,195 new COVID cases in Tokyo, which is a 206.9% increase since last Monday. That's according to the Tokyo Media Center. Mm-hmm. At the Olympics, there are 281 new COVID cases. Whoa. That's at the Olympics, Jesse. An increase of 70 cases in the last 24 hours, according to Tokyo 2020 organizers. None of these cases are athletes, thank God. They're all contractors, personnel, or media.
Okay. So I could probably tell you something right now, but then you'll probably freak out.
No, tell me. I love to freak out.
Okay. You know how there's all of these people at the Olympics, Lollapalooza was last weekend.
Was it? Oh.
Yes. I'm watching TikToks. Everyone's just crowded shoulder to shoulder. Oh. I'm just like, oh my God.
With no face mask, huh? Or half off, because they have
no face mask. Everyone was running to the area. I was just watching those TikToks about Lollapalooza, and yeah, that's the Delta variant's dream.
Well, and how many people were probably there? Like 40,000?
To be honest, I have no idea. I just know it was a huge crowd.
Let's say there were like 10,000 there, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were more.
How many does it take to get everybody sick in a cluster of a bunch?
It just takes one.
Yeah, but usually on average, at least with the current numbers, I think of 10,000, there's probably like 800 that would be sick on the laws of average, right? Now, of those 800, how many would get deathly sick? Probably a good 40%, which is really high. But if you have 800 people that are infected of a 10,000 group, let's just say, right? How many would get infected within the next 2 weeks? Do you think? Laws of average.
I'm not sure.
At least another 30. At least another 30 per one person. Yeah. So that's yeah. So, but it depends on how close than those that made out, right? How do you blah blah blah, right? One
Uh,
got sneezed on, one just put their hand where it didn't belong on a seat where somebody drew their mocos or sneezed on or something. It has to be that gross for people to go. You know what? I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna tell one of those, I'm gonna do so safely, right? But people aren't thinking like that, and we kind of need to put that into people's heads. So there you go. Patricia Summer says rainbow sherbet for her is a cold, delectable treat. Says yay. Also said this: Delta infects everyone. Vaccination is only protection for saving the person's life. Delta can be spread by fully vaccinated people. It's a new virus, new reality. We don't have to feel anything to spread it to others. Yeah, but again, and some people aren't understanding this, and so I need to put this in some people's heads. Okay, whenever you get the flu virus every single year. Why do you have to get it every single year for those that are highly, like 65 and over? Let's just treat it with obviousness.
why they should get the vaccine?
Yeah,
Because the flu is dangerous.
but the flu changes every single year.
Because
So,
it's there's so many different strains of the flu. We don't know which one is the the giant one for this season.
well, but that's where the experts come in, and then they take the average of the majority that are more lethal, and they create the vaccine around those top ones, but it changes and mutates each and every year. But it's the flu, right? Now, people
Yeah,
do die from just the flu, a regular flu, right? Especially if they've got autoimmune disease or such. So you take that, but since it changes every year, why do people always need that are highly, 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 have problems with that? Get it every year because the immunity goes down from the time you took it. Plus, there's new variants of a regular flu. Why do we always get colds? When you're not immune from a cold all the time, right?
oh no, no,
But
no, no.
your body's able to fight it. But my point is, a vaccine only is so good for so long, and that's okay. Let's take pets for example. You ever take your pet to go get rabies shot?
Uh, when they were small, yeah.
Okay, how many times are you supposed to get your dog vaccinated?
Oh, I don't know. I know you're supposed to do like some vaccines once a year or once every 2 years or something like that. I'm not sure. It's all down in this little vaccination book I have.
Exactly. Okay, but if animals need it, and COVID goes between animal and human, let's just take it on a purely animal portion. And you talk to a veterinarian, your dogs kind of need shots every other year maybe on certain shots.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when they're younger.
Uh-huh. Yeah, or if they play with others, they're more at risk, right? If you have a cat that always goes out and gets scratched by another one, you want to make sure it has its rabies shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing with these, yeah, my mom's going, dogs rabies every 3 years. So there you go. But some are more at risk than others. If your dog never is around like a squirrel or, outdoor, pretty significantly that dog is not going to get rabies. It's really transmissible in different ways. But my point is, some people think, again, once you've got the vaccination, you're 100% free to go. You're not, because it covers the first 8 variants. When you do the research on that, you go, well, Delta variant's at least number 12 and 13 on the list. Then you go, oh boy. You understand? So even if you don't buy into all of the hype that, you're so much more stronger now for having it. I'll give you this one as well. States are racing to use COVID vaccines before expiring. Yeah, because hundreds of thousands, have been saved from the trash after U.S. regulators extended their expiration date for a second time, part of a nationwide effort to salvage expiring shots to battle the nation's surge in infections. Did you know these things expire, Jesse?
Oh yes, yes. I know those vaccines expire. I think they only last 6 months or so.
The FDA on Wednesday sent a letter to shot maker Johnson & Johnson declaring that the doses remain safe and effective for at least 6 months when properly stored. The FDA's move gives the shots an extra 6 weeks as public officials press more Americans to get inoculated. Similar efforts are happening in multiple states as public health officials try to ensure that soon-to-expire shots are put in arms before they must be discarded. The surge in infections is due to the highly contagious Delta variant of the coronavirus, which has spread rapidly. Inoculation rates have climbed only slightly after a steep fall from the April peak. Julianne Van Loo, director of the Public Health Department, said, "It's critically important time. We have children headed back to school in just a few weeks' time. Federal health officials have shipped an additional 8 million doses of Johnson & Johnson shot to states that have not yet been used. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's vaccine tracking website. Johnson & Johnson vaccine is not the only one facing expiration. States report that Pfizer and Moderna are also approaching expiration, which is set at 6 months from the manufacturing date. In Louisiana, about 100,000 Pfizer doses are set to expire in about a week. Governors are pleading with the public to get vaccinated. Some are offering cash incentives, $100 payments in New Mexico and New York City, among other places. Some states have set up marketplaces for shot providers or dedicated staff to redistributing about to expire vaccines to places that need them. So you're going to hear a big push for these because it's like, let's get these taken care of because they're already bought and paid for. And then some, right? So, there's that. But remember, again, this is the vaccine that was meant to target those that were getting sick from the first 8 strains. Very important to understand that. Are those 8 strains still out there? Yes. Are those 8 strains good to go ahead and get inoculated from? Of course they are. And I guarantee you the next round of shots are going to cover the first 8 and then some, probably including the next Delta variant, which will probably come out in September and October, coming up around the corner. There's smart people working on it. But there you go. So that's the hope that we want to spread. We don't want to spread all fear. We just want to spread reasonableness and a balanced view of things so that you don't think, oh, let's just forget about everything and just throw caution in the wind. Let's not do that. We've been preaching and teaching that ever since last year, and I think even for the some that listen, at least they're still alive because they do pay attention to that. So I think that's our responsibility here on our channel. All right, we're going to take a quick little break. We got more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
When you want the best performance for your vehicle, think only of Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, right off the I-10 and 60 freeways. Check out Scott's complete list of performance products on their website at hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers can recommend ways for your car or truck to get better gas mileage and cut down on emissions. Need your car or truck to pass smog only? Go to Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. Find out all of your questions on vehicle performance by logging on to hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, hdrinfo.com.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 12ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.12ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. 12ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Get up to the minute forecast and temperatures for Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Palm Springs, your community, national or international cities, on KMET's website, KMET1490am.com. The station now features AccuWeather. AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather, on KMET1490am.com. Logged in every morning for your daily forecast.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Looking at these top headlines, Jesse, I'm hopeful and not at the same time. This is a news headline for Arizona. Arizona is recording 2,000 plus new COVID cases on Saturday and again on Sunday. Florida is breaking record with more than 21,000 new COVID cases. And Florida COVID-19 cases are surging to record day totals of 21,683. I am so glad you're not in Florida anymore, Jesse.
Yeah, Florida likes their freedom.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more they're going to do with this, though, now that that's taking up a huge percentage. And again, it's about the hospitals, by the way. Now, if Florida is having a hard time, that tells you something we all need to know here in the home front, right? Now, there is one, which I like to read stuff like this one. Let's see. There's a couple places which are not doing that bad, like this one. No deaths, few hospitalizations, but 74% of those tested positive for COVID in Massachusetts outbreak. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having problems here. Were vaccinated. That was a burp. I apologize. You ever have a burp in the middle of a conversation and you're like, I thought I could cover it up, but I don't want anybody.
No, I've never done that.
I just did. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm drinking a carbonated drink. I probably should in the morning. I'm having burps all over. Sorry. What do you say whenever you have a burp and it's a really loud one in public? Do you apologize? Because it's such a thing not to do, right?
If it's in public, I'd be like, "Whoa, what was that? Did you hear that?
Where's the frog coming from? Ribbit." Or you get a lady that does it like out loud or outdoes you. You ever have that? You're like, whoa, that was bigger than mine. Some ladies can do burping contests.
The lady's burp is bigger than mine. I'm just gonna applaud and shake her hand. That is impressive.
It is impressive. I've seen it happen.
They're pretty loud. So.
I've been out burped before, so
there you go. Anyone who can out burp me, it's impressive.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. Ashley Judd. Do you remember that story? Ashley Judd, and after nearly losing her leg in the accident.
Yeah. Oh, did she lose it?
Well, according to this, it's been 5 months since we reported that story. She's able to walk again, according to her latest social media posts. She said, quote, in a series of Instagram photos, you can go check it out. Today, 5 months and 3 weeks after the accident in Congolese rainforest, I walked again in what fashion? I hiked in the hashtag Swiss National Park. Stepping in, I felt in my ease, my natural garment of self, at home in my spirit. Uphill on uneven surfaces for an hour confidently and came down carefully and easily. I rested in a meadow on God's fecund earth for hours. The next day, I walked again on a high Alp in Ticino, working hard and feeling how much stamina I have to rebuild. This is the road ahead, but I am up to the daily tasks. I'm even carrying firewood into our alpine hunt. In subsequent photos and videos, she showed herself wiggling her injured foot. She went on to thank the people that helped her recover from the catastrophic accident. And she said, quote, I have so many people to thank for helping to make my recovery possible. She said, thanking her team of doctors and explaining it was expected to take an entire year for her leg to start functioning again. She said, the video of my foot moving is unheard of. We expected my foot, if ever, to begin to move in 1 year. And 4 months on the day, she went and blew us all away. Now, after crying while trying to spell the ABCs with the paralyzed foot, well, you see. She recognizes that her leg will never be the same. She still has a tremendous sense of gratitude for her recovery. Let's see. She had an 8-hour surgery and physical therapy and osteopathy that helped her heal. She has a new leg, and there you go. But yes, poor girl, poor lady though. Of course, family's there for her. Her mom, Naomi Judd, during a March appearance, the country singer called her daughter very courageous, and she's healing. It's really hard to see her like this, but she lives next door, thank goodness. She said, so I'm going to go up, take her stitches out when we're done, because I used to be a nurse before I became a singer. Oh, that's good. The actress, again, lost her leg during the February accident in the Democratic Republic of the Congo when she tripped over a fallen tree at 4:30 a.m. while doing conservation work for bonobos and endangered primates. After an incredibly harrowing 55 hours and being stranded on the ground while howling like a wild animal from pain, she was carried to safety. Ugh. And she's a tough lady, you know? She's tough.
Yeah, you answered my question. I was going to ask you, what was she doing down there? But you answered it, so...
Yeah.
Bad, but I'm glad she's able to move her foot a little bit and recover. So,
yeah, I'm gonna show you. Well, and again, she was in an area where it was no fun at all. All right, here's her. Let me see if I can bring it up. Her social media handle here at Ashley Judd. You can follow her on social media and see all of her stuff right there, and see that she is not making it up. But there she is, Ashley_Judd. You can just look for it right there. I'm going to follow her. I'm going to follow her right now. And then you'll see her doing her stuff, right? But that's her recovering. Poor thing. This is her, evidently. This is after, this is her being rescued as soon as it loads. There it is. And friends, without my Congolese brothers and sisters, my internal bleeding would have likely killed me, and I would have lost my leg. I wake up weeping in gratitude, deeply moved by each person who contributed something life-giving and spirit-saving during my grueling 55-hour odyssey. Here are some of their stories. And she said, Demerchi stretched out his leg, put it under my grossly mishapen left leg to try to keep it still. It was broken in 4 places and had nerve damage. Oh, God. She said, thanks be to God, remained seated without fidgeting or flinching for 5 hours on the rainforest floor. He was with me in my primal pain. He was my witness. Oh, man, I can't imagine. 5 hours of that. Hit me with a rock and knocked me out, I would say. Papa Gene says it took 5 hours, but eventually he found me, wretched and wild on the ground, and calmly assessed my broken leg. He told me what he had to do. I bit a stick. I held on to Maud, and Papa Gene with certainty began to manipulate and adjust my broken bones back into something like a position I could be transported in while I screamed and writhed. Oh, how he did that so methodically, because I was like an animal is beyond me. He saved me, and he had to do this twice. The 6 men who carefully moved me into the hammock with as little jostling as possible, who then walked for 3 hours over rough terrain, carrying me out. Heroes. Didier and Maradona. Didier drove the motorbike. I sat facing backwards, his back my backrest. When I would begin to slump to pass out, he would call to me to reset my position to lean on him. Maradona rode on the very back of the motorbike. I faced him. He held my broken leg under the heel, and I held the shattered top part together with 2 hands. Together we did this for 6 hours on an irregular, rutted, and pocked dirt road that has gullies for rain runoff during the rainy season. Maradona was the only person to come forward to volunteer for this task. We have a nice friendship, discussing the pros and cons of polygamy and monogamy. I showed 2 pictures, one in his hat and one in mine, which he dearly covets. The women, my sisters who held me, they blessed me. So that is horrible, Jesse. I'm never going to Congo.
Right? No, I'm glad. No, don't say that. I mean, she went there for a good reason. So
I don't care. All right, you know what? Here, I'm going to show the video. There's her. Thankfully, I will say at least it's more positive than not, right? And there she is. At least, like, that's the like. Look at that. Like, oh, poor thing.
She's lucky she was able to get out and get some help, because she could have easily lost her leg or her life with something so small, especially if you're in the jungle.
Yeah.
And, if it takes too long to get to a hospital, you'll most likely lose your leg, or who knows. It could be an infection. So I'm glad she's around.
Yeah. So let's see. Al Genius says, I love the Judd's family, sweet as apple pie. Hope she is doing fine. And, poor thing. I hope she gets back to the way she wanted to be. But you know what? Again, a new lease on life for sure, right? I can only imagine the things that went through her head until she got discovered. Right? And you think, my life is bad, but man, would I not want to be 3 hours away from, like, being able to get help? Ugh.
Just think about that. Like, we're lucky to live in a place where we can go to the hospital in, like, minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you're in, like, a country that doesn't have that, especially if you're in the jungle or a rainforest area, she's lucky. That's all I got to say.
She is. She is. I guarantee you she was praying too, and I guarantee some angels were looking out for her. So I am glad she is able to walk and then some. All right, people, we got to take a break. We'll be right back with more. Count your blessings, seriously, and stay faithful and have the faith that things will turn around. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
My mom is a breast cancer survivor. The United Breast Cancer Foundation saved her life. Their free breast cancer exam caught the cancer early, and that saved her life. But now the foundation needs your help so they can continue offering free or low-cost breast screening exams, saving more women's lives. Help them by donating your car, whether it's running or not. They'll provide fast, free 24-hour pickup, and you receive a charitable tax deduction, plus the great feeling you'll get knowing your donated car is going to help save more lives. Just call 800-781-0965 to set the wheels in motion. They take cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, running or not. Call 800-781-0965. The United Breast Cancer Foundation needs your help, and your donation could literally save women's lives, helping them catch breast cancer early, like they did with my mom. Donate today. 800-781-0965. That's 800-781-0965.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Your health truly is the greatest gift. At U-Theory, quality of life is at the heart of every product we make. From farm to shelf, we travel the world to source the purest, most efficacious, and clinically studied ingredients to create science-backed supplements that support beauty, emotional, digestive, and physical well-being. All U-Theory products are manufactured at our Southern California facility, ensuring the highest quality standards every step of the way. As a family-owned company, we celebrate the power of human potential with a mission to inspire wellness in all. Try U-Theory Immune Plus Daily Wellness. 100% daily values of vitamin C, D3, and zinc. Go beyond the you of today and catch the you of tomorrow. U-Theory.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM, where we got lots of programming that you could tune into. What's up for today's listening, viewing audience, Jesse?
Later after us, we have Veterans Radio, which always tells some amazing stories about the military. After that, we have Paul Lane with the Entertainment Zone. He always has amazing actors on his show. There was one I was just like, it was, do you remember the show Family Matters?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So he had the youngest, or the son, I forget his name, but I was just like, oh my God, it's him. So I kind of geeked out on that one. But yeah, we have him. We have Dave Ramsey. If you always want to check out people's finances, you never know. It might help you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? We have One Life Radio, which is about holistic health, which is always fun and interesting. We have, let's see, what else do we have after that? We have the Kelvin McCullough Show, which he talks about general news. And you'd be surprised what happens around in this world.
Yep, that's true. I agree with that. Very interesting. Speaking of around the world, Jesse. Funny you say that because I'm looking at this story and I'm thinking, it is true. Financial means. You have the financial means to take a travel. That depends on the travel, I think, right?
I have the financial means to travel down the street and back. Not necessarily back. I think I can get down the street. I don't know about coming back, but that's what finances are for me anyway.
Well, local transport is actually not that bad. I will say I could take a bus locally and then some for free because I've had to because I don't have a reliable vehicle right now. And a lot of the buses are... Sometimes you don't want to take the bus, I'm not going to lie, because sometimes there's some crazy people taking the bus. Which you're like, please don't look my way, please don't... Because there's some that will cuss and be belligerent on the buses, and I'm like, oh God, look down and around, like, hoping nobody starts a fight. I recently boarded a bus, and I think somebody was fighting with I don't know, she was belligerently yelling, and then somebody in the back was belligerently yelling back, and I'm like... You guys want to like get a mic and start rapping? But anyway, you can't participate with that. There's just crazy people. But my point is this: it is free to go from one place to another on the bus for now. That's the nice thing. Just wear your mask and or gloves if you have them. But the majority of low-income families in the European Union cannot afford a summer holiday. That's according to a study by the European Trade Union Confederation. The organization, which represents 45 million members in 38 European countries, said many low-paid workers are among 35 million of citizens who do not have enough money for a break. The union used data from Eurostat. Now, the Confederation's Deputy General Secretary Esther Lynch said a holiday should not be a luxury for the few. While many workers are away enjoying time off with friends and family, millions are missing out because of low pay. The rise in holiday inequality shows how the benefits of economic growth in Europe over the last decade haven't been shared fairly. Now, I will say this, Jesse. It's a very common thing. I know what you're thinking. You're like, we don't even get a holiday here, right? But you got to think like a European, all right? Europeans.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm picking up? I know. It's for us in the U.S., we're like.
I'm like, summer holiday.
But in Europe, it's a very common thing to do. That's why they go, oh, you're taking a bit of a holiday? It's a common thing, okay? So when it's all of a sudden not common... That's bad. You get it? Like, it's like, okay, imagine for a minute in a certain country where little children work laboriously, right, just to make family income at the age of 8. And they go, you're not allowed to work till 15 and a half? We're like, yeah, I'm bored, got nothing to do. They look at us going, oh, you pity you on the poor life. You know what I mean? So it's called perspective. Okay. So my point is, it's like, or we have Saturdays and Sundays off, right? So usually, right? But
yeah, I got Saturday and Sunday off, so I'm okay with that.
But you live in a country where, again, you're like, you have to work 7 days a week just to make food. Okay. You get what I'm saying? We have perspective. But according to the 28% of those age 60 or over living in the block of 450 million people do not have the means to enjoy a 1-week holiday away from home. A study stressed that this rose to 59.5% for people whose income falls below Eurostat's at-risk of poverty threshold, which is set at 60% of national median income. The worst situation is in Greece, where 88.9% of people living at risk of poverty cannot afford a holiday at all, even a little getaway. Followed by Romania, 86.8%, Croatia, 84.7%, Cyprus, 79.2%, and Slovakia, 76.1%, which are all places where I hear is really good to get away to, if you can. They said many people in the poverty group are unemployed or retired, but it includes millions of low-paid workers. Let's see, it says, the union said statutory minimum wages leave workers at risk of poverty in at least 16 European member states, and according to the European Commission, 20 million workers make less than 60% of the median. The biggest divides between those with income below 60% of median and those with income are in Croatia, Greece, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, France, and Romania. Again, these are areas where holiday is a big thing, right? So, right? Come on, Jesse. You know the world's going to the bad side if Europeans can't take a holiday.
But they have like a more intricate train system than we do, right?
They have more everything than we do.
Yeah, they do.
They pay more in taxes though. But
I want to feel bad, but you know what? I haven't had a 1 week vacation in years, so.
Yeah, I have a 1 week vacation. I just don't get paid. So I'm talking about paid holiday, right? Like a paid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, that's my point. I'm sticking to it. Let's see. Katya Verdelit, she understands. She's from Switzerland. I'm telling you, she understands. Let's see. So there you go. All right, we got to take another break. We'll be back with more right after these messages. If you don't get a holiday, at least make sure you have a weekend fundum, right, with your family and or then some. So have fun with that. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Hello, listeners. Christopher here from The Christopher Show. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about CBD. Now, CBD is not approved by the FDA as of yet. Myself, as well as millions of other people across the USA, have used it with help for pain, anxiety, sleep, and other conditions. Now, you know, all CBD products are not equal. It really matters on where you get the CBD from. Now, I suggest you get it from a qualified pharmacist, and I happen to know of one. It's at Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California. They only carry pharmaceutical-grade CBD products of the highest quality. So if you want the best, you go to Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions. Their staff is there to help you with all your CBD, pharmacy, and mobility needs. They're located at 1680 East 6th Street in Beaumont, California. Give them a call, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, 951-845-8252. Once again, it's Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions in Beaumont, California, 951-845-8252.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing, envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Enjoying each and every one of you for spending time with us wherever you are. Let us know what you're tuning into and or having fun with. Jesse, you saw some good programmings this weekend. Can you share with us a little?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So on Sunday, I finally got a chance to flick on Netflix and watch a movie called Gunpowder Milkshake. I don't know if you've heard of this one. It's with Karen Gillan, Lena Headey. What's her name? I'm gonna butcher myself with this. Her name is Michelle Yao or Yo. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she's funny.
Yeah. We also have Carla Gugino, and there's just so many amazing people in this movie. But it's about a young woman who is I guess, assassin, I guess you want to say.
Okay.
She gets caught up in this little thing, and she runs into a 8-year-old girl who needs protection. So it's pretty much by doing that, she incurs the wrath of a bunch of bad guys. So it's pretty much her against a bunch of bad guys. So it's pretty much a girl power movie. But I loved it.
Well, it's funny. Michelle Yao, I'm checking out her social media right now, and I believe she has Shang-Chi on her, and that looks good, right? Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, I can't wait for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, 3rd September. See you all in cinemas. That's what she put on her Instagram. You can find her on Instagram at Michelle Yao _official. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is some of the stuff that you've known her from. And then some. Here's one of her in costume. And that's from Discovery, which actually I want to nominate for Emmys, by the way, which is on the CBS platform Paramount Plus. I should check that out. I know it's very adult-like as well, so pretty cool stuff though. But you can find her there. How cool is that? And then I understand there's other things you're able to do as well, right?
Yes, I saw the new Disney movie Jungle Cruise.
Oh, is that good?
I loved it. Like, I went in with low expectations because I really wasn't thinking too much, but I loved it. It was funny. It had a lot of action. It had so many puns. Like apparently if you go to the Jungle Cruise ride at Disneyland, they use a lot of puns.
Yeah.
No, this movie has tons of them, so you'll feel like you're actually in the Jungle Cruise. But it was a great story. It was just a fun adventure. I wanted more, and it was a bit long. It was like 2 hours and 20 minutes or so.
Oh, that is a long movie. Did it feel like it dragged at times?
No, it did not.
Okay, that's good.
At least I didn't feel like it dragged, but it got me entrenched. I was laughing and screaming in some parts, but it was a fun movie. It was like a bunch of combination movies in one.
Okay. All right.
So it's just like you have this Emily Blunt. She's just like this wild, crazy woman who doesn't take any guff from a man. She does her thing. And then you have The Rock, who's The Rock.
Right, of course. I mean.
And it's just a fun movie to watch. I definitely recommend this movie, The Jungle Cruise. Not The Jungle Cruise.
Well, I say anything that makes you have fun and participate with fun, which, again, looks like a good movie. Do you think they'll make or revamp the Jungle Cruise movie after seeing this movie?
Ooh, that would be cool. I hope they do, because there's a lot of stuff they could implement into the Jungle Cruise ride.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I've been on it, but I don't remember it as adventurous as this movie. So who knows? They might bump it up to something amazing.
Well, I hope they do. I think they've got more stuff to add there, and then some. I just can't wait till we could do so safely, and I hope sooner than later it happens. This happened in France. Paris, a giant panda on loan to France from China, gave birth to 2 female twin cubs early Monday, according to a French zoo, declaring that they are very lively, pink, and plump. Thank goodness, right? The Bouval Zoo, south of Paris, said the twins were both shortly born after 1 a.m. They weigh 149 and 129 grams, which is equivalent to 5.3 and 4.6 ounces. Their mother, Wan, and father, Wan Ji, are at Bouval on a 10-year loan from China aimed at highlighting good ties with France. The twins are their second and third cubs after the first panda ever born in France. Wan Ming in 2017. Wan is taking care of them very well. She took them in her mouth to lick them and clean them. We can hear little cries. Oh, they make cute little cries. Oh, I forget. I don't know. They make
pandas now.
Yeah, I know. Pandas are so cute. The zoo said they were determined by the Chinese experts whether they're a boy or girl in charge of taking care of them, but will need to be definitely confirmed since, they don't know just yet. The birth comes after the zoo announced with great joy in March that Wan and Yuanji had mated 8 times. Veterinarians then carried out an artificial insemination to have as much chance as possible to see a pregnancy. The giant pandas have difficulty breeding, and the pregnancies are difficult to follow. Delphine Delord said of the zoo, "We just lived a moment of rare intensity. These birds are always very exceptional, but they also bring some surprises. The cubs will be named after before 100 days. They'll spend a few years in France before being sent to China. I wonder, are they going to have a Chinese names or French names or a combination thereof?"
Oh my god, that's the exact same thing I was having in my head. I'd be like, are they gonna have a French name or a Chinese name?
Yeah, like name the pandas. I think it would be okay. A Chinese French name I think would be cool.
Right? That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's see French names for boys, okay? Let's see. I'm already thinking of a few. Like Francesco or let's see. What's another good one? Maybe for a girl. Bridget. Is Bridget like a? I don't know. Let's see.
I have no idea what French names would be. So
okay, let's look at a couple. Let's see. I'm bringing some up with meanings. That's always good. Whenever the parents that take the time, not to name them like some weird thing that kids are gonna make fun of them, right? But actually take the time and then they look at the name, what it means. I'd say good job, people that do that. Number one. Actually, let me do the top 10. And actually, I'll do top 20. Okay. Well, some of these I could never do. 20 is Claude, right? Jean-Claude, yeah. Claude is from the Latin Claudus, which means crippled and lame. Oh, never mind, forget that. Okay, I'm never going to name it. You got to look at this stuff. Claude, you're crippled or lame. Sorry, it's your name. I apologize. 19 is Cedric. Didn't even know that was Cedric, yeah.
I didn't know. I like that name.
Yeah. Considered the French form of Cedric. Our research says the opposite is true. I don't know. Sir Walter Scott created the name Cedric for a novel. Oh, okay, there you go. Brice, Boniface, Blaise, Benoit, Baptiste, Armel. Oh, that's kind of a cool name. Apollinaire. Sounds like a millionaire. Antoine, Andre. That's a good name. Let's see. Alexander. That's number 7 on the list with a D-R-E at the end. Adelard, 2, and Achille, or Achille, from the Greek name Achilles. The meaning of Achille is uncertain, but it may mean pain. Oh, God. Anyway, don't name him Pain. He might be crippled or lame. Achilles, Claude. Yeah. His life gone. All right, people, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember life is worth living. Live it well. Bye-bye, everyone.